2, 1.
The teachers will be going through how to navigate Haiku with students during the first week of school, but we wanted to ensure that you as parents also were aware of how Haiku functions so that you can best help your student at home and stay connected. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to uttia.learning.powerschool.com, and that will bring you to this page. Then all you have to do is press sign in, and it'll sign in with the Google account that is registered for your student. It'll bring you to a page similar to this. It'll look a little different because this is a teacher's page versus a student page, but the basic things of having a calendar and recent grades as well as grade summary will be visible to students and announcements. So the first thing I want us to look at is the calendar. As you will see, the calendar will show you events that you have coming up. So here it shows an assignment that I as a teacher have due, but here you'll see that for 6th grade ELA, they have an assignment, flipped assignment, that they need to do at home on August 22nd to be prepared for class on August 23rd. So they can access that by just clicking on the assignment there. And as you'll see, it says flipped plot. As you watch the flipped video on plot, draw the plot diagram and take notes. Don't just label the diagram. And then it has the link for the YouTube video for them to watch. And then it says read over the plot diagram example attached on flip page. So attachments cannot be included in calendar events. So we will reference the flip page later and you'll be able to see where further information on flipped assignments is located. Then, if students come up here and they go to My Classes, they'll see a drop-down menu of the classes that they are enrolled in. And we're going to go to 6th grade ELA. Here is where students will be able to access all the important information for that specific class. You'll see that there's a home page, and in this location, teachers will post important information for parents and students that they'll need throughout the year. Right now, the 6-7 informational handout that will be given at the Back to School Bash is available for parents to reference throughout the year. And then next, they'll have a PBL page if they are currently doing a PBL in the course. And there they'll find their launch doc for the PBL as well as the rubric that they will need to reference throughout the PBL in order to be most successful on that PBL, and it lays out the expectations. And this is also a good place for you to go to as parents to be aware of what students are doing in class so that you can know what's the PBL. You can ask them questions about it and a way for you to be engaged. The next page that you'll see is an in-class page. And remember, this setup is going to be the same for all of your 6th and 7th grade teachers. Here we'll have on that page blocks for each day that tell what is going on in class. So that'll show the kind of checklist for what we did in class. So on Thursday, August 24th, the students will have done a peer flipped note check. They'll watch the present and jigsaw class plot diagram, as well as begin reading what we saw. And all important attachments that they need for that class will be located in that block as well. This is also a good place for you to go as a parent. So when you ask your student, what did you do at school today? And they say nothing, you can see what they did and engage them in questions on that. And then here's the important page, the flipped page that we were talking about earlier. So in the calendar, it had all of this text available, but the attachment could not be included. So kids need to be able to go to this place to see the important attachments and open those in order to complete their flipped assignments. There won't always be an attachment, but it's good for them to check the flipped page as well to make sure that they're getting all instructions and all attachments from the teacher in order to successfully complete that flipped assignment. Additionally, there's a resource pages, and that is up to the discretion of the teacher what they want to include. They might include tutorial schedule, different activities to work on at home if they want extra practice, anything else that the teacher finds relevant to their class can be included in the resources page. Here you can also access the calendar that's specific just for this course. So remember, this is not your calendar for all the students' classes. This is just English 6th grade right now. And we can see that grading starts on the first day of school, August 20th. They have a flipped assignment, August 22nd. And then they have an assignment due on August 31st. So then you can kind of get an idea of what's to expect coming up for your student. To access assignments, students will click on the drop-down arrow and click on assignments. There they will have the option, instead of view work, to turn in an assignment through a Google Doc or Google Slides. Additionally, under this tab, we have assessments. This is where they can go to take quizzes. They might have some tests on here. This is up to the teacher's discretion on what will be included on assessments. And discussions. If the teacher wants the class participating in discussion on Haiku and a discussion board, they'll utilize this tab. And then finally, we're going to look at the grade books. And it's going to look different right now because it's the teacher page. But here you'll be able to see the breakdown of your students' grades, the assignments, what they made, teacher comments on the assignments. And if you want further information on this, once we get that synced up and the kids get started working on assignments, feel free to contact any of your students' teachers and we'll be happy to help. So I hope this Haiku video helps you to be able to engage in your students' learning. And like I said, any questions, feel free to shoot an email to any of your students' teachers.